right, let's look at photogrammetry. So this is a fun one. So photogrammetry is where you map out a subject with images and you upload them to like a photogrammetry app on the cloud. It will process all of them and spit out a three-dimensional asset, something you can grab and rotate and move around. This is a really handy technology because you can absolutely immortalize things with it. And one of the problems that you run into is really small subjects is that you have to focus stack it because the optics break down. So this system allows for the photo capture and photogrammetry of incredibly small objects, right? So what we're gonna do is, the first thing we're gonna do is, to give you a heads up, we have an auxiliary channel on here that's not being used just yet. This is going to be associated with a arm that I am also currently developing that's going to give the camera the ability to sink way down or come way up over the subject and be able to hit it from any orientation in any view. So once that portion is finished, you can use the benefits of the fully automated photogrammetry stacking. However, right now, since that portion is not available, I included a semi-automatic version. So if we're just going to go down real quick in settings, and let's go down and we're going to take a look, and I'll show you where that's set up in here. Right there, photogrammetry. So it can be semi or auto. I'm going to keep that at semi. So that means that once you get the first images set, you're going to have to lift the camera up on the tripod and do the second set of images from above, and then maybe the third from below, or whatever order in which you want to do that. That portion is going to be automated, or not going to be automated. Not just yet anyway. It is important to have a focus motor or a focus rail for this, okay? You can't just use the focus X or the Y stacking on this unless you're going to have, it's just not going to work, is what I'm saying. Because you need to be able to have the camera moving specifically forward and backwards, not the subject coming at it, because you're going to be hitting it at different angles. So if you're up from above and it's moving this way, you're going to get a really bad stack. So that said, need your focus rail, and then have it in semi. And then we're going to go back up to photogrammetry, and it's going to say select angle 1. Now, if this was on auto, we would set angle 1, then angle 2, and angle 3, and all the focus points within. But since we're doing semi, we're just doing this one angle. So I'm going to position the bug. Just so you know, I do not kill bugs. This guy I actually found, and I just spent quite a bit of time cleaning him up and trying to get him looking good for this video. But you're not going to be able to do photogrammetry of a live bug. It's probably just not going to happen. Okay. Where is my focus? There it is. Okay. So I got him where I want him. Bring him down just a little bit. And the thing is, I just want to make sure that if I rotate him, he does not come off of the screen. So he stretches out there, but he's got a little room. I think that'll work nicely. Okay, so now we have the angle set. We're gonna hit select, and we're gonna hit right, go over to the right, and we're gonna set near focus. So I'm gonna use the focus motor, the rail. I'm gonna find my near focus. I'm gonna hit select, and now I'm gonna go out to the far focus. So I'm just gonna take that focus, and I'm gonna aim it at the farthest point I see on him or her. I don't want to misgender it. They. So, okay, now we hit select to set the far focus, and we're going to go over again, and it's going to say how many images to stack. You could raise this and lower this. I feel 10 is a comfortable number for this size of subject. We could probably actually go smaller. And then number of angles. So we're doing 36. That means every 10 degrees, it's going to take an image. And this is going to give us a total of 360 images to work with. So that looks good. And when you're ready, you just hit begin or select to start. It's moving the camera back to the start position. And now it's going to go ahead and start taking the images. Oh, it's got mirror lock up still. I forgot to turn that off. You'll see here, it pulses an M and an X. So the M is the first pulse to trigger the mirror, and the X is the second pulse to trigger the camera. So we're going to go ahead and keep this going. Let me image number 7 out of 10. And then you're going to watch and see what happens after it finishes up this 10 stack. And you see, bug rotated. Now it's moving back, and it's going to capture the next angle, and it's going to go all the way through all 36 in order to capture all the data. Anyway, I hope this is helpful and useful. As you can see, this is a very simple system to use. I designed it to be as easy to use as possible. I don't like systems where you have all these different values you got to plug in and you have to look all this stuff up. I very much believe it makes more sense that when you're using it, that it guides you through the process and that you know what you're going to get.